So, what if I told you that by this time next year, in 2025, you could realistically get more meaningful work done in just a couple of hours than most people currently manage in an entire 8-hour workday? I know, it sounds a bit like sci-fi, maybe even a little bit out there. But here's the thing. With the rapid advancements in AI tools, this isn't just a pipe dream anymore, it's becoming a tangible reality for people who know how to leverage this tech. And today I'm going to walk you through 5 genuinely game-changing AI tools that are designed to make your life significantly easier, your work demonstrably faster, and yeah, maybe even make your boss wonder how you suddenly became a productivity wizard. Welcome back to AI Future Trends. This is the channel where we explore how the future of technology can actively work for you, not against you. We're all about practical applications and tools that you can start using right now to make a real difference. We're not just talking theoretical concepts here. We're diving into the stuff that can actually streamline your daily grind and give you back some valuable time. Today's lineup is pretty exciting, featuring tools that cover everything from writing and note-taking to project management and task automation. These aren't just minor upgrades, they represent a fundamental shift in how we can approach our work. So if you're ready to get a sneak peek into a more efficient future and discover how to make AI your ultimate productivity partner, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and get started. Alright, so first up, let's kick things off with a tool that's been making some serious waves, Notion AI. If you're already familiar with Notion, you know it as this incredibly versatile workspace, kind of like a digital Lego set for your notes, projects, and databases. It's powerful on its own, but with Notion AI integrated directly into it, it transforms into something I'd call an AI-powered second brain. And I'm not just throwing that term around, it genuinely feels like an extension of your own thinking capabilities. It's no surprise that major teams at companies like Pixar, Nike, and even Amazon are using Notion. If it's robust enough for their complex workflows, it's definitely something we should be paying attention to for our own productivity. Now, think about those moments when you're just staring at a blank page. Whether it's a blog post, a report, or even just a difficult email, that blinking cursor can be pretty intimidating. This is where Notion AI steps in, acting almost like a creative collaborator. It's designed to help you break through those writer's blocks by assisting with drafting content, generating outlines for complex projects, summarizing lengthy meeting notes into concise takeaways, and even brainstorming fresh ideas when you feel like you've hit a creative wall. It's like having an assistant who's always ready to help you get your thoughts down and structured. So how can you practically use this? Well, imagine needing to draft a professional email quickly. Instead of agonizing over every word, you can give Notion AI a few key points, and it'll generate a polished draft for you. Or perhaps you have pages of scattered notes from a brainstorming session. Notion AI can take that raw input and transform it into a structured, coherent summary. And for those of us creating content like, say, a YouTube script you've been putting off, it can help generate initial ideas, flesh out sections, or even suggest different angles to approach your topic. Let's take a specific example from the US. Say you're a startup founder based in Austin, Texas, and you're under pressure to create a compelling pitch deck. Time is of the essence. With Notion AI, you could outline the entire structure, generate key talking points for each slide, and even draft some of the initial content in significantly less time. We're talking potentially under 10 minutes to get a solid framework in place. It's like having the power of a large language model, similar to ChatGPT, but seamlessly integrated right inside the notebook and project space you're already using. The beauty of Notion AI is its contextual awareness. Because it lives within your Notion workspace, it can draw upon your existing notes, documents, and project data to provide more relevant and personalized assistance. This isn't just a generic AI, it's an AI that learns from information, making its suggestions and outputs far more tailored to your specific needs. This integration means less context switching and a more fluid workflow, which is a huge win for productivity. Ultimately, Notion AI is about augmenting your capabilities, not replacing them. It handles the repetitive, the mundane, and the initial heavy lifting of content creation and organization, freeing you up to focus on higher-level thinking, strategy, and the creative nuances that only a human can bring. It's about turning that blank page from a source of dread into a canvas of possibilities, with a very capable AI assistant by your side. This is definitely one to watch and integrate if you're serious about organizing your digital life and boosting your creative output. Okay, next up on the list is a tool that many of you are probably already familiar with in its base form, but its AI-powered evolution is what we're focusing on today. I'm talking about Grammarly. For years, Grammarly has been the go-to for catching typos and grammatical errors, basically, a supercharged spell checker. But Grammarly Go takes this a massive step further. It's not just about correctness anymore, it's about effectiveness, tone, and overall communication prowess. Think of it as your personal AI writing coach, a PR assistant, and a tone expert, all rolled into one neat package. The statistics are pretty telling. Over 30 million people in the US alone rely on Grammarly every single month to polish their writing. Grammarly Go is built on that trusted foundation but adds a layer of generative AI to help you refine your message in ways standard Grammarly couldn't. Whether you're drafting a critical job application that needs to make the perfect first impression, composing an email to a high-stakes client where clarity and professionalism are paramount, or even, yes, crafting a delicate breakup text, hey, we've all been there, no judgment. Grammarly Go is designed to help you articulate your thoughts clearly, confidently, and respectfully. Let's look at a practical example of how it elevates your writing. You might type something straightforward like, I want to work here. It's direct, sure, but it lacks impact. Grammarly Go can help you rephrase that into something much more compelling, like, I'm genuinely excited by the prospect of contributing my skills to your innovative team, and believe my experience aligns perfectly with this opportunity. See the difference? It's not just about being grammatically correct, it's about sounding more professional, more engaging, and ultimately, more persuasive. It can help rewrite awkward sentences, adjust the tone of your writing to be more formal or more casual, expand on your core ideas if you're struggling to elaborate, and generally make you sound significantly more articulate, almost like the American tech-savvy version of Shakespeare, if you will. For freelancers, this can be a total game changer. If you're a freelancer based in, say, Los Angeles, and a big part of your work involves outreach and cold emailing potential clients, you know how hard it can be to strike the right tone. Grammarly Go can help you craft those initial messages so they sound less like generic templates and more like personalized, thoughtful communications. A great pro tip here is to use Grammarly Go in conjunction with platforms like LinkedIn. It can help you refine your networking messages, making them sound more authentic and less like you just copied and pasted a generic request from a ChatGPT prompt. The real power of Grammarly Go lies in its ability to understand context and intent. It offers suggestions not just for fixing errors, but for improving clarity, conciseness, and delivery. It can help you identify passive voice, suggest stronger verbs, and even provide feedback on the overall readability and engagement of your text. This level of nuanced feedback is what truly elevates it from a simple proofreading tool to a comprehensive writing assistant. It's about empowering you to communicate more effectively in every written interaction. So if your work involves any amount of writing, and let's be honest, whose doesn't these days? Grammarly Go is an incredibly valuable asset. It's about instilling confidence in your written communication, ensuring your message lands the way you intend it to, and saving you time in the editing and revision process. It's a smart upgrade to a tool many already trust, and its AI capabilities make it more indispensable than ever for anyone looking to enhance their professional image through polished, impactful writing. Alright, let's shift gears from writing to something that consumes a huge chunk of many people's workday's meetings, and specifically, the often dreaded task of taking notes during those meetings. It's time to meet your new AI meeting secretary. Say hello to Otter.ai. This tool is designed to listen in, transcribe your conversations in real time, and then intelligently summarize the key points, all while you can actually focus on the discussion, engage with participants, and yes, maybe even just sit there, smile, and pretend you're paying 100% attention. We all know how hard it is to actively participate and capture every crucial detail. The scale at which Otter.ai operates is pretty mind-boggling. Here's a fun fact for you. Otter has transcribed over 1 billion minutes of audio to date. To put that into perspective, that's more than 1,900 years of continuous meetings. Yikes. That's a whole lot of talking and, thankfully, a whole lot of automated note-taking. So, whether you're a college student trying to capture every word of a dense lecture, a journalist conducting interviews, or a team lead navigating back-to-back Zoom calls, Otter.ai is built to have your back. ensuring no important information slips through the cracks. Let's consider a specific use case. Imagine you're a journalist based in New York City, conducting a series of interviews, perhaps in a noisy Starbucks or over a crackly phone line. Instead of frantically trying to scribble notes or relying on a traditional recorder and then spending hours transcribing, you can use Otter.ai. It will record the conversation, provide a live transcription, and allow you to easily search, highlight, and export key quotes later on, without ever lifting a pen during the interview itself. This frees you up to ask better follow-up questions and build more rapport with your interviewee. But Otter.ai does more than just basic transcription. This is where the AI really shines. It automatically identifies and tags different speakers in the conversation, which is incredibly helpful for clarity. It then goes a step further by generating summaries of key decisions, action items, and important topics discussed. Think of it as getting your own ESPN-style highlight reel, but for your potentially less exciting Zoom calls. It pulls out the crucial moments so you don't have to wade through pages of transcript to find what matters. This feature alone can save an enormous amount of post-meeting processing time. Another significant advantage is its seamless integration with popular meeting platforms. Otter.ai syncs with Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and even your calendar. This means it can automatically join your scheduled meetings, start recording and transcribing, and then share the notes with attendees afterwards. It's like having that super efficient office assistant that everyone wishes they had, the one who anticipates your needs and handles the administrative load without being asked. This level of automation and integration is key to its power. Ultimately, Otter.ai is about reclaiming your focus and your time during and after meetings. It tackles the laborious task of note-taking and information recall, allowing you to be more present and productive. For anyone who spends a significant portion of their week in meetings, or anyone who needs to accurately capture spoken information, this tool isn't just a convenience. It's a fundamental productivity enhancer. It ensures that insights are captured, decisions are documented, and follow-ups are clear, making your meetings far more valuable. Okay, if the mere thought of organizing tasks, managing deadlines, and keeping project boards updated makes your head spin a little, then let me introduce you to a powerful duo that can bring some serious order to the chaos. Trello, combined with its built-in AI automation feature Butler. Many of you might already use Trello for its famous and incredibly intuitive Kanban-style boards, those visual lists that make it easy to see tasks moving through different stages of a project. But when you pair Trello's visual organization with Butler's automation capabilities, it's like having your own virtual project manager who never complains, never gets tired, and definitely never takes unscheduled lunch breaks. Trello itself provides the visual framework. You have your boards, your lists, like to-do doing done, and your cards representing individual tasks. It's simple, flexible, and highly collaborative. Butler, then, is the AI brain that works tirelessly in the background, automating all those repetitive, manual actions that can eat up so much of your time. We're talking about things like automatically sending reminders to team members when a due date is approaching, moving tasks from one list to another when certain conditions are met, like a task being marked as priority, or even auto-updating teammates on Slack or via email when a card is completed. Let's consider a US-based freelancer example. Imagine you're a solo graphic designer operating out of Seattle, juggling projects for 5 different clients simultaneously. That's a lot of moving parts to keep track of. With Trello and Butler, you could set up automation rules to streamline your workflow significantly. For instance, you could create a rule where, when you drag a task card to the awaiting client feedback list, Butler automatically sends an email to that client with a link to the design and a polite request for their review. Or, you could automate weekly summary updates to each client, pulling information directly from their respective Trello boards. Here's a pretty cool AI trick you can implement with Butler that really highlights its power. You can set it up so that whenever a task card is moved to the done list, Butler automatically triggers an email to your client. This email could say something like, "Hey John, just wanted to let you know that the task card name has been completed. You can view the final version here, link. Let me know if you need anything else." And just like that, boom, you appear incredibly organized and proactive, keeping your clients in the loop without you having to manually lift a finger for each update. The beauty of Butler is that it uses natural language commands and a simple rule-building interface. So you don't need to be a coding expert to set up these automations. You can create rules based on card actions, due dates, labels, custom fields, and more. This means you can tailor the automation to your specific workflow and project needs, making Trello not just a passive organizational tool, but an active assistant in managing your projects. It's about reducing the mental load of remembering to do all those little administrative tasks. By automating the mundane, Trello and Butler free you and your team up to focus on the actual creative and strategic work that drives projects forward. It minimizes the chances of things falling through the cracks, ensures consistency in your processes, and ultimately makes project management less of a chore and more of a streamlined operation. If you're looking for a way to bring intelligent automation to your task and project management, this Trello and Butler combination is definitely worth exploring. It's a simple way to get a lot more power out of a tool many already love. Last, but certainly not least in our lineup of productivity-boosting AI tools, we have Zapier. If you've ever wished your different apps and online services could just talk to each other and work together seamlessly, then Zapier is the answer you've been looking for. I like to think of it as the AI-powered glue for the internet, or maybe an automated digital switchboard operator. Its core function is to connect thousands of different web apps and automate workflows between them, and it does this without requiring you to write a single line of code. This is huge for turning you into a genuine productivity wizard. The scale of automation that Zapier enables is pretty astounding. Here's a fun fact. Zapier automates over 2 billion tasks every single month. That's an incredible number of manual processes being handled automatically, saving people countless hours. It supports integrations with over 5,000 apps, and that number is constantly growing. We're talking about everything from your email client and CRM to your social media platforms, e-commerce stores, project management tools, cloud storage, and so much more. If you use it, chances are Zapier can connect to it. Let's paint a picture with a specific example. Say you run a small Shopify e-commerce store, perhaps based out of Miami. When a customer places a new order, a whole cascade of tasks usually needs to happen. Manually, this could involve updating your customer list, sending a thank you note, adjusting inventory, and maybe notifying your shipping team. With Zapier, you can automate this entire sequence. When a new order comes in on Shopify, Zapier can automatically add the customer's information to your CRM, like HubSpot or Salesforce, trigger a personalized thank you email to be sent via Gmail, and update your stock levels in a Google Sheet. All of this happens instantly and automatically. Zap, zap, zap. The possibilities are almost endless. Zapier works with pretty much all the major platforms you use daily. Gmail, Slack, Google Calendar, Discord, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Dropbox, Asana, MailChimp, the list goes on and on. You create zaps, which are essentially if this, then that automated workflows. For example, if I receive a new email in Gmail with a specific label, then create a new task in Asana and send me a Slack notification. Or, if I publish a new blog post on WordPress, then share it on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Here's a pro tip for content creators. You can use Zapier to automate the distribution of your new YouTube uploads. Once your video goes live on YouTube, a Zap can automatically create posts with the video link and a custom message across your Twitter feed, Facebook page, and LinkedIn profile. This ensures your content reaches a wider audience immediately, putting your content distribution on autopilot and saving you the hassle of manually posting everywhere. It's about maximizing your reach with minimal ongoing effort. The more you dive into Zapier, the more opportunities for automation you'll discover. It's about identifying those repetitive, time-consuming tasks that bridge different applications and letting Zapier handle them for you. This frees up your mental bandwidth and your valuable time for the more creative, strategic, or just plain enjoyable aspects of your work, like actually planning your next big project, engaging with your audience, or yes, maybe even just sipping that well-deserved iced coffee or binge-watching a few tech documentaries on Netflix. Zapier truly empowers you to build a more efficient and interconnected digital ecosystem. So, there you have it. 5 incredibly powerful AI tools that are poised to make your 2025, and honestly, even the rest of this year, demonstrably smarter, significantly faster, and I'd argue, at least 10 times more productive. We've covered Notion AI for that second brain and content creation, Grammarly Go for elevating your writing, Otter.ai for effortless meeting notes and summaries, Trello plus Butler for automating your project management, Zapier for connecting all your apps and automating workflows. Each of these tools brings something unique to the table, but they all share a common goal: to help you work more intelligently, not just harder. My challenge to you is this. Don't just watch this video and think, oh, that's cool. Pick just one or two of these tools that resonated most with your current needs or pain points. Commit to integrating them into your workflow this week. I genuinely promise you, once you start leveraging the power of AI in these practical ways, your approach to productivity and how you manage your tasks will never be the same again. The initial learning curve for most of these is surprisingly gentle, but the long-term benefits are massive. If you got some real value from this video and these recommendations, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button. It helps the channel out a ton. Make sure you're subscribed to AI Future Trends for more insights into the tech that's shaping our future. And perhaps most importantly, drop a comment down below with your favorite tool from this list, or maybe another AI tool you're using that's been a game changer for you. I try to read and reply to everyone I can. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember, the future isn't just coming, it's already here, and it's ready for you to use.